So John, we're here again, Shifnal Cricket Club, different chair, it's happened.
Yes,
We've got
it has. Absolutely fantastic. After the appeal, which was on the Radio Shropshire and also within the Shropshire Star, I had a phone call from Mark Elliott, who's the BBC Radio Shropshire presenter, to say somebody's called the station and they've offered you £1,000, John.
Fantastic.
So I called a gentleman who's got the same name as me, John, and I listened to his story, and he had a relation of his who had suffered lymphoma, a cancer rather like mine, and that person had died. And he was so inspired by the story of umpiring from a powered wheelchair, he actually put £1,000 into the GoFundMe account that I was running at the time, and that meant that I could afford this wonderful piece of kit here.
It's fantastic, isn't it? You know, we all hear these doom and gloom stories, but it's nice to be reminded there's good people out there, isn't there? You know, that man's come good. And
the people and the organisations who have contributed to enabling me to get here are absolutely fantastic. I cannot thank them enough. People have gone beyond what you would normally expect. A couple of examples: the Royal British Legion, who took over my case, have been absolutely amazing. We spoke last time about the wheelchair accessible vehicle that I had, and that was a £4,000 that Motability contributed to that. Locally, my local pub, the All Nations in Madeley, made a donation, and some of the locals there made individual donations as well. And then I had a substantial donation from the award-winning Black Country pub, the Lichgate Tavern in Wolverhampton, which was absolutely amazing. The Shropshire Association of Cricket Officials made a substantial contribution to enabling me, a cancer sufferer, going out and umpiring from a powered wheelchair. And let's just remember, as far as we're aware, there is no one in the world doing this.
that's it. It's not just a first for Shropshire, for England. We're thinking potentially this is a world first, isn't it? I mean, this story, it's communities coming together, and it's also, for yourself, it's a personal story that people can relate to, of battling on, isn't it, really? Not letting things that come in your way, illness and health, get in the way of getting out there and getting on with things. You know, it's inspiring in that way, really. You must be conscious that other people in a similar condition, you know, would be inspired by it as well.
I would certainly hope so. This isn't about me. It's not about John raising money. It's about the potential for anyone in sport, anyone who is physically disabled and wants to either continue in their sport or take up a sport where they can officiate, and they can do it through a powered wheelchair. Just as an example, and I've quoted it a few times in the other press channels that I've spoken to, is I used to look at, and still will look at, the Invictus Games, the Paralympics. Now, that's disabled people, physically disabled people, taking part in sport. But if you look at the majority of the umpires, the officials, the referees, they're all able-bodied. Why aren't disabled people who have an interest and knowledge of their sport able to do that? And hopefully through the wonderful donations that I've had, I can prove the point. And we are shortly to go out and complete our first cricket game.
Well, this is the thing. So we got vehicle, hurdle 1, tick, chair, tick. So when's the game then, John? Come on.
The game is due to take place at Worfield Cricket Club, Shropshire,
Yep.
on the afternoon. It's a 5 o'clock start at Worfield, and what we're going to do is a 50 ball game, not a 50 over game, a 50 ball game between a Worfield Select 11 and a side that I'm semi-putting together, which are going to be called the Shropshire Pirates.
Shropshire Pirates, I like it. Must be very excited about that coming then, yeah? Big moment.
Absolutely, because when the call of play is made on that day, we have made history. All those who have participated, all those who have contributed, all those who have supported have made history, and that's what it's all about. I'm really, really excited. And the other thing, of course, is you have to understand absolutely, totally, that we do have to maintain social distancing.
Yeah.
We are very, very aware of that, and that is how the match will take place, under those conditions, with sanitation breaks, as has been seen in the Shropshire County Cricket League this season, the recreational cricket that's gone on in the county. I can't wait for it to happen. I can't wait to have the privilege of doing that and making history.
Well, thank you, John, and enjoy it. Well done, sir.
Thank you, everybody.